Blah, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holders podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Just kidding. But anyways, fam, don't forget to stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching. And today we have a very special guest. He's one of my good friends, the best filmmaker I know. Dominique, what's up, brother? How you doing?
How you doing, my man? Nice to see you.
Oh
How
yeah,
you, how your
um,
day going?
it's good, man. It's good. I had a good day. I'll be honest, man. Nice sunny day. Got a free bagel. You can't go wrong with extra cream cheese on the. But fam, I want to share a little story. So my fans out there, if you guys don't know, I had a little Halloween get together at my crib, and it was the first time me and Don we hang out outside of work, and he came through. I was really excited, and I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw him and he parked his car, I was like, "Damn, this homie drives a nice car." I saw he had the spinners; they were spinning. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw he got a girl. I was like, "Damn, brother, you never told me you had a girl." And so he was like, "Yeah, you know." And so he goes, I'm like, yeah. So come in. You got to meet my other friends, and it was real nice, man. I decorated the place. I had my little Chucky stuff, and we played. I ain't gonna lie, I was so messed up that day. We were supposed to go to some stand-up spot like around 12, but I was so hammered. I don't know if you noticed that I was real messed up.
Hey, we didn't pace ourselves, man. We went straight in.
That's true. That's true. Fam, you gotta tell me what was your experience when you came through, man? Like what can you remember?
Man, it was funny because like before I came over, we never really talked about Chucky. So when I came over, I just see all the Chucky dolls and stuff like that, and it was funny because me and my girl was like talking about Chucky, and I was looking for a Chucky doll. So when I came over, I was seeing all the different Chucky dolls. I'm seeing different sizes and stuff. I'm like, dang, do I want that size or do I want that size? And I didn't know you was a fanatic. So I'm like, dang, that's something else that we could talk about, something that we can bond with. So that's
That's
the first thing that caught my eye was Chucky. It's like, damn, that's something we connect with. And the decorations were pretty dope. And you know what I'm saying? I saw pieces of everything I liked there. So it was just dope. It was just everything else. The first impression was just like, damn, this is everything that I like. It just felt like I was coming home. So yeah, it was just a real warm welcome. You feel me?
oh, that's what's up, fam. That's what's up. And do you remember when we played that card game?
Yeah. Ooh. So let me tell y'all something real quick. So him and his boys, they got this card game. The card deck is like this big. It's like it got to be at least 250 cards in here. So basically, if you did something that's on the card, you take a shot. And there's basically like 200 rounds. And they basically said that they went through all the cards, all of them, all the cards. And I don't see it. It's like I went through like 15, 20 of them. I was under the table. That was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. That was an intense game, my boy. You should. I wasn't ready for that. That was a lot. I'm not a heavy drinker, so that was a lot to tackle.
Damn,
But it was
fam.
fun. It was fun though. It was fun.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I do. I was getting messed up, man. I was just like, man, everything going slow, and I,
Boy, that SpongeBob meme when shit get to spinning and shit. It's like, oh fuck.
I was trying to find Sandy.
Because we were showing bikini bottom.
Right,
Shit.
right. She's the only cute one that I really like, to be honest. But man, she swam away. Say she swam away.
Yo, nasty ass.
Well, fam, real quick, squad. So if you know, this is Dominique, one of the best filmmakers I know, and I want to for the fans to get to know you a little bit more, fam. Like if you were born and raised in Vegas, what neighborhood you're from, and your hobbies.
All right. I was actually born and raised in Chicago. I was actually born in Green, And I actually moved out here in Vegas in 2003, 2004. It was like a small transition. So I moved out here, and I got into music first. So I started traveling and started meeting people, networking, getting connections in music. And I still have a love for music, still love that. But once I started doing music, it brought me onto other things. It brought me over to photography. It brought me over to videography. It brought me over to business, just business in general. So once I got into the art of like building a song, I just started to like making content in general. Because you make a song, the next thing you make a video. You know, the next thing you know, you make an album. Then once you make an album, it's just like one whole. It's like a whole movie. You know what I'm saying? It's one whole body of work. So next thing you know, like I ended up learning how to build a body of work from the beginning to the end by itself. And when I say from beginning to end by itself, I learned to record the music from like to record it, mix it, master it, write the song, record it, so I can make the song to a soundtrack. And then next thing you know, all right, it's time to shoot the video. So before I started shooting videos, I studied on equipment for like almost like a year and a half before I bought my first camera because I was scared because it was like I started off, I didn't have a lot of money. So it was like I couldn't afford to buy a camera and then I outgrow it or buy the wrong one. Then as you know, I got to risk trying to sell it and get the amount I put into it to buy the one that I'm gonna need for my next project that, you know, more suitable for what I need. So it's like, man, before I start buying stuff I don't need, let me get on YouTube. I call YouTube is like my university. Like when I want to learn anything, I get on YouTube and I study shit for like days and days at a time. So it's like, okay, so first I had to ask myself, which is with the camera, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be doing photo? You're going to be doing video? Are like you want to do movies? It's like you going. I knew I was going to have to buy more than one camera, but I was like, what kind of camera can I buy that's versatile to do like skits that can do movies, videos, something that you know I can just pick up and it can look dope like all around. And I was like, so to be honest, the way I locked into my camera was, I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, with me being on the move all the time, I need something that's dope with low light. So once I started doing research on that, I nailed it down to a fucking Sony. So basically, I got down to shooting a video. I bought me a camera. I bought me the Sony A7 III. That was the first camera I bought. So I bought the camera. The next you know, it's like, okay, now I need everything to make it operate good. So that's when I started building pretty much like a studio. So I started buying products like a stabilizer, a backdrop. Uh, I started a lighting, and then microphones, and then mounts, stable, and then I had to buy another camera. I bought a little Osmo that could be mobile and stuff like that, so I can have different angles. Because once I started studying, you learn about B-roll footage. You learn about the A-roll, then you learn about the different angles and shooting it more than one time and trying to get more than one angle while you're shooting at one time, so you can try to clip it back and forth. There's different ways of shooting different scenes and stuff. So first, I want to start off with doing simple stuff like music videos because that'll help me learn how to use a program to edit. That's simple editing. So that'll help me learn a program. So once I learn a program, I can pretty much tackle any project I want. So
Mm-hmm.
once I learn how to once you learn how to edit, that'll teach you how to shoot a project better. So once you know how to shoot a project and get good angles and get good lighting, it makes the editing a lot easier. So once you know really good at editing, it helps you shoot better. Then once you can shoot it hella easier, the editing process go better than, like it's to the point where I'll think about the editing process before I even shoot some shit. So when I'm shooting, I can understand where to have my camera at first to how to pan out for a certain transition or something like that. So that's just something I learned, just trying to edit on the fly. So I started with music videos, just editing there, and then that was cool. Then I got to work, and then I just wanted to find different ways I could monetize and make money with my camera itself. So I just started to go on Craigslist and just put ads that I'm a photographer or whatever. And then I started finding ads for people who wanted real estate photos and videos that's paying like $100 just to come and take photos and take small videos of real estate. And then I found buddies who had cameras and stuff that found relationships with guys who's in new housing developments. So they'll just go to different houses and stuff and just do videos every week and just have money in the pocket just for that. So I was like, man, so I could just monetize this camera just doing anything with video, because everybody needs somebody who's dope with video and editing, and everybody doesn't have that time to invest into it.
Yeah.
Everybody has a product they want to push, but everybody don't have the time to sit on the computer and actually piece it together. And everybody doesn't have that creativity that the next person may have. Some people might have ideas, but a lot of people don't know how to put it on paper with the certain programs, you know? So when you're actually like editing, you're like a tech wizard in a certain form to certain people, you know? So it's like when you have your own style to editing, a style of shooting and stuff like that, it makes it easier for you because you know you're doing stuff that favors your strengths.
Yeah.
So you have more fun with doing it, and then you'll learn more to build to your traits of how you edit and how you use your product. So I started doing music videos, and then when I started doing music videos, I got into like I wanted to start a business of doing like marketing and advertising. So once I wanted to do that, I'm like, man, look, I got some dope ass product, but how am I get paid for this shit? So I was like, all right, I need to find a way to monetize my product. I need to find a way to make money for this shit. So I was like, the first way to do that is I got to find a way to package it for people to want to buy it, or at least want to watch this shit, you know? Because if I'm putting some on there, it got to stand out from the next thing that's on there. Why are they going to watch mine if they got a channel that they already watch already?
Yeah.
So when I wanted to start marketing my music, it's like I said, I didn't want to just give you a random video with just random shit. I said, what if I made it kind of look like a movie almost? And then I just had my song playing in the background of a movie. So it's like, okay, let me think of a short movie. Let me think of a plot. Let me think of an idea of something. So I thought of like a short movie of like 15, 20 minutes of a small little plot of somebody like walking, somebody following them, just like three people, one light, one camera, really simple. I did that, then put my music in there in the background. I was like, damn, that's pretty dope. That's like a short movie. That's like, I can keep adding to that. So that you know, it's like, okay, that's a movie now. That's like a short movie with the song. Now, you know what's next? Let's fucking shoot a movie now. So now when I'm doing that, when people see this short video, they're like, hey Dom, what kind of camera are you using? What kind of stabilizer are you using? These are other people who do videos as well. So next thing you know, we're networking. Like, hey man, you busy this weekend? Let's get together. Let's shoot some content. So I just started linking up with other people and started shooting content, and I just started learning from them. Like, hey man, when you're shooting, what ISO are you using? So I started getting tips on, you know, how to shoot from how their preferences on how they set theirs up to kind of compare and contrast.
Can I ask you something real quick, fam? Not to interrupt, but something
Get in there.
that
Get in
crossed my
there.
mind. All right, so I've noticed I have a lot of friends that are filmmakers back in Chicago, and they have a big problem with finding people that are consistent with like making on time, making sure they make it to the shoot, right? So what's your tip on finding people that are, I guess, legit? Because that's a big problem when you have a whole team and your team doesn't I guess cooperate, or
Hmm.
it's not the communicators, that they don't have discipline. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. The consistency of it. To be honest, like I've been in a lot of teams, and I worked and built with a lot of different people over the years. And one thing I learned is before you can like really start building something like that with somebody, you have to build a real good chemistry with them outside of filmmaking. You know, you got to be able to really like someone and enjoy the person in general. because if you can't bond and connect and have a chemistry with the person in general, once it comes to making deadlines and being serious about something like filmmaking and try to be consistent with something, it's not going to tie together. So the connection with the person has to be there before y'all can kind of build a enterprise together. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, like, first you got to make sure that you're building something with somebody that you have a really good connection with, and then once you guys have an understanding, what y'all trying to build, it's going to be easier to commit to making deadlines and things of that nature. So first, I would say make sure that the matchmaking of who you're trying to build that with is you guys are in the same space in life, and you have the same amount of time to do what you're trying to build. Because sometimes if you got one person who works 10, 12 hours a day, and the next person, they don't work it, they work graveyard or something like that, it's going to be hard for both of them to honestly to commit to something. They would really want to do something, but realistically speaking, to make that happen is going to be tough because time is going to be hard in that type of situation. So that's why you got to make sure the chemistry and the time works for both sides to be able to commit to something. Now, if the chemistry is there and it still doesn't happen, then somebody just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's really about chemistry. If the chemistry is there, when you guys want to really commit to make deadlines and being consistent on building something, it's going to carry a respect, to make to come back and forth. Because if we got a bond, we got a chemistry, we really rocking and stuff like that, and we making deadlines and making commitment with stuff, I'm gonna kind of feel obligated to not let you down because I know you need me to make this happen. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. So once we make those commitments, I'm gonna feel more obligated. So you know what, I can't let my boy down. He need me, so I'm gonna be there for him because I'm a real loyal person. So if I give somebody my word, I make it a point to commit and follow through with it. So
Yeah. No, that's good, man. It's good. I feel like
that's my point of view on it.
this, I think it's true. You gotta have like that, like you said, going back what you're saying, like that chemistry, that good relationship before you set a project and have almost a similar schedule because you make sense if they're working two different shifts and it doesn't, uh doesn't work together, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's really good. And I wanted to ask you, fam, any new projects coming up for you, like film wise, like any new shorts or a movie?
I'm gonna be honest right now. I was actually taking a little hiatus because I was having like a writer's block. So I was just chilling and living a little bit right now to give myself some inspiration to stop cramming because I've been diving into a lot of projects I've been trying and they just been coming to dead ends and just not finishing them, not liking them. And I've been finishing stuff and I haven't been liking it. I haven't been liking nothing I've been putting together. And if I don't feel confident with something, I'm not going to bring it to my audience and bring it to and bring it to my friends and my peers if it's something I don't feel confident within myself. So I've been chilling. I've actually I've been shopping and like buying like materials and stuff for different scenes and stuff, like buying like props. So I've been prop shopping, trying to find some inspiration and chill and like been supporting my boys. Really, just been supporting my boys and watching what they're doing to give me inspiration and what I want to do. So I just been, supporting my boys, buying some of their material, watching their content and stuff like that, and it helping me give me inspiration and help me find the love and back into what I do. So I'm in like if you be honest, I'm in study mode. I'm in like I'm in student mode right now. To find that spark to get me back to where I would like to be at.
No, I
I was mentally overloading because do music. I was trying to do pictures. I was trying to do videos, trying to do skits, trying to do putting together a short movie at the same time with one of my teams. And then I was still working at my job 10, 12 hours a day. And then building a family at the same time. And I breed English bulldogs and they're, training them. So just building all that at one time, whew, it just creating time to have that creativity to actually edit and do that. I, I bit on too much. I was biting too much. So now I'm relaxing right now and just being a student to it and I'm gonna crawl my way back into it.
Yeah, we need you back, fam. Guarantee. That's a guarantee. I
Oh
was gonna
yeah.
say we should do like something together because I know you've been trying to get us to have coffee together and talk about like collabing because I did I sent you a link of my TV show that I put together. I'll take one, pass it back, and it's crazy. I'm gonna tell my fans nobody knows this, but um that project, I've been doing that for about I will say about 5.5 years, and I'm finally gonna release season 3 by January. That's when I'm gonna release it. So it's a big deal because this is the first time when it comes down to like YouTube independent sitcom to have the same cast for 5 years. That's a big deal. A lot of
That
people don't,
is.
right?
That is for sure.
So and it's a diverse cast. So I think it'll be nice to close it up. Um and I'm down, fam. I have some ideas too. Like we should do some because I'm big on TikTok. That's why I do my editing. I saw
Right,
you saw
right,
my
right.
my martial arts. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I see you clean with it.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to do some like comedy skits with you, just you and me on my TikTok. I have a lot of ideas, and it'll be fun because I feel like you're a funny guy like me. So we have more energy. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm
Right, 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 right,
saying?
right. I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah. So we definitely fam, and that's what's up, man. Now I'm gonna pick at your brain a little bit. I want to know who are your 3 top filmmakers that you look up to that inspire you to wanting to continue to do film?
Filmmakers, let me see. I'm big on Spike Lee because I'm real big on him because I love the culture of filmmaking and the culture of just black filmmakers in general. So he helps me, dig into the history, what I'm saying, of black filmmakers and stuff like that. And he makes me want to leave a mark just like him on, the to be a pioneer in filmmaking as an African American pioneer with it. And let me see. Um, filmmakers. I like a lot of young people. I like a lot of young people. Like I like Tyler Perry as a filmmaker too. As a producer. I'm real big on producers and filmmakers and stuff like that. So I'm really big on a lot of his projects, and I'm big on the lyrical lemonade. But that's a production company. But the main filmmaker, his name. What's his name? Shit, I forgot. Cole Bennett. His name is Cole Bennett. Now that's another filmmaker. His name Cole Bennett, and I'm a real big fan of his because he's real creative with his editing and his props and his setups for his scenes and stuff like that. That's somebody like when I want to look at how I want to build a scene or how I want to put a plot together. Like I'll look up I'll watch all his videos, to build one of my scenes to piece some of mine together. So it's like sometimes I feel like a mini him with a taste of my stuff. But that's my a big inspiration for me.
Oh, that's amazing, fam. I gotta say, you said Tyler Perry. I'm gonna be real. I'm so happy he opened the studio in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? For young
Hmm.
people to that want to do film, I think that's a great way to open the doors because I'm gonna be real. A lot of these studios, the big ones, are owned by white people. I'm gonna be real.
Facts, facts. Who gonna open the door for us?
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gives a lot of people their first shot, and that's something I'm really big on. Is giving people with the talent, but who doesn't have the resources, to reach that platform to have that shot to show their talents.
Yeah.
Because once you get to Hollywood, they just gonna feed the people who rich already. They're just gonna feed people who know gonna get numbers already. They're just gonna feed the Reese Witherspoons and shit already. They're gonna just keep spinning it in rotation. They don't break new people like independent independent labels and shit like that. So that's why I'm a fan of that type of that type of producers.
No, I'm with you, fam. No, I'm for real. And that's another thing too, man. I don't like LA, man. LA's dirtiest city I've ever been to. I'm gonna be real, man. I love Chicago. I'm glad you said Chicago because we
Yeah.
got the cleanest downtown. And I'm gonna be real. I think our tacos are better. I'm sorry to break the news.
Yeah. I don't know if it compete with the tacos pizza, but they tacos bomb. I'll give it to them. Every time I go to LA, I got to give you some street tacos.
Hey, but you know, fam, you know, in the South Side of Chicago, we know how to break it down when it comes down to tacos. You know it. You know
I
it.
know, I know. You know, we get down. We get down. Yes, sir.
Oh man. No, but that's crazy, fam. That's crazy. Now I wanna ask you, man. Now we are a big Chucky fan, right? I'm so excited, fam. This has been one of my favorite things to do on a Tuesday night. I keep telling you every time I see you. Did you watch the new episode?
Hey, and you know what? You be calling that shit, man. And like the last couple episodes been making me a bigger fan of it, and it's also been throwing me off because, like I was telling you, at first I thought Chucky and the kid, I thought they were going to be like sidekicks and like knocking people off. But now I didn't see them taking a turn to it's going to be like them versus each other type of shit. And then I didn't know that they were going to bring like the real Chucky passion to it to combine with it. So that shit is like taking a crazy turn.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Did you see the newest one that just came out?
Not yet, not yet.
Oh, okay. I won't ruin to you, but I'm like you said, I like that it's getting better. It makes you want to see more and more. And I like that they did bring Tiffany back, from Bride of
Yeah,
Chucky. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was really dope. And I gotta be real, man. One thing I could say about this horror classic, so everybody knows Chucky's a horror classic from the 80s. But the crazy thing is to have a TV show after 7 films, right? This franchise, and to make a show with the same cast, like you were saying from the past, to bring them all together. I think that's wild. I think that's what makes them different from Purge, because Purge, they're the first horror like films, like franchise to have a TV show, but the
hmm
TV show doesn't have the same actors from the other Purge. You feel me?
facts, facts, big
So
facts.
so I feel like Chucky is different. Definitely beat hands down the last 2 films of Chucky. It was way better. Like Curse of Chucky and Cult was but this 10 times was on the roof, and it definitely beat the movie, the remake that they did for Chucky. Hey, I don't know if you saw the remake,
I
Child's
saw it.
Play.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was cool. It was cool. If you're a big Chucky fan, you'll say yeah, it was all right.
Right, right. I didn't like the song. You are my buddy. To the no, some I forgot to go. But I was laughing,
Yeah,
man. I was like, man, they could
yeah.
have done better, man, with those beat up overall shots.
Right, 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 right. For real.
Oh man, no, this is crazy, fam. So, what's your prediction that's gonna happen to the end? What do you think is gonna? You think they're gonna close it up? That's it. Like Chucky's gonna get defeated, or you think that? Well, here's my thing. I'm gonna.
Hell no, ain't no way because he just gonna possess his way into another body or some shit like that. Ain't no way. And I don't see it. I don't see it ending in the book closing because like the only like I've seen a similarity in this is like you seen like the last Michael Myers movie
Yeah,
and you see how they like brought the one lady from like the very first one that's still into the shit right now. I could kind of see how they were doing that with the Chucky shit right now.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't I don't see it completely ending at all. But the way I see it ending this time is it's tough to say, man, because it's a whole TV series.
Yeah.
So with it being a series, it's like man, it can go far. It can go far, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I gotta just tune in every week and see.
I mean, look, here's my theory. My theory is at the very end, the 3 main characters, Jake, uh, I forgot the other kid's name, and Lexi.
The dude with the podcast or some
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
What's his name? What's his name? I
I
forgot
forgot
his
his
name.
name. The black kid. I forgot. I know you're talking about.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah. The black kid, the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. So those 3, I feel like they're like gonna survive at the end. They have to because they're the main characters.
Right. Right.
Is either Chucky's gonna I and he somehow, like you said, brought his soul back,
He
or
gonna come back in Jake.
yeah, right. It could be like he transferred to Jake, and it's just like it's like a spin-off. No, now Jake is the new. But here's the thing, I actually have a new theory. So remember the kid that it was Lexi's boo?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like he's gonna be the new uh like the villain because he's being excluded from the group. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So what if Chucky ends up possessing him and becoming him because it'll be believable if he was the one killing people or some shit like that because how they excluded him from everything and he'll have a reason to be angry. So let's say we kind of set him up to be the killer for everything.
Exactly. It would just
That
only make
wow,
sense.
I didn't even think about that. Wow. Yeah, I kind of been writing him off. So that's what producers be doing. Like they be tucking people away, put them in the background, then they bring them back at the end. That
And,
makes sense.
and think about it. When Jake was his most vulnerable spot, Chucky was there to manipulate him. So now
Facts.
he
Facts.
he can't do it with Jake because Jake got his squad. But
And you
this
know what? So Chucky's gonna be able to use him as his runner now, and he gonna have the fire inside him to actually kill.
real, he might actually do it.
Right. I think he'll actually kill for Chucky because he's gonna be somebody to embrace him. And like at first he don't believe in it, but once he actually see Chucky and interact with him, oh fuck. And then once he realized he is real, actually that man, wow, I didn't think about that. You okay? You up to something?
I'm telling you, bro, I'm a critic. I have to,
You
you
up to
know?
you up to? I didn't even think about that side of it. I kind of forgot about him like that. Okay.
Yeah. And here's the thing, there's two routes they could do. They can either I feel like because they're making too much money, I guarantee they're making more money than the two last films they put together. They're either gonna make a second season, which I hope, but I think if they want to, they can make another film on the box office and wrap it up. But I don't want them to wrap it up.
hmm I mean, it all depends on how the ratings go because I definitely see it being more than one season. Let's say that if it went 2, 3 seasons, then a big ass. I mean, uh, it's just kind of how like they did Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? They have a few seasons, and then there's a question mark at the end. That after the question mark, boom, they hit your ass with the movie. But I probably think they'll probably do 2 seasons in a movie. In a movie, probably like you said.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right, fam. It's crazy, man. So what is besides Chucky, who else is your favorite horror like villains or movies?
Horror movies. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm real big into serial killers. I'm big into Dexter, and Dexter. They just came back with another season.
Oh, so how is it?
So basically, when they wrapped it up in the last season, he was working in homicide, and he was basically a serial killer, and the name of the serial killer was the Bay Harbor Butcher, and they were trying to find who it was, and it was him, and they was basically closing in on him, and he had moved out the country type of shit, so he was off the grid, and he moved out for like over 10 years, and I guess the new season picks up with him, where he ran off to, and he was starting his life over. Then he finally like had his like killed his first person again in over like in like 10 years. So it picks up from there, and it's crazy. Like it's like it was my favorite, like one of my favorite shows to watch, and it was off for about like 8 years, and now it just came back on. So it's like I'm glued to it.
Oh,
I don't
snap.
I don't want to spoil it because it just came back and it's on its third episode. The first 2 episodes came out so far. The third one about to come on tomorrow, I think.
Oh, wow. Is it on what channel? Hulu?
I got a website I'll be on. I don't know I think it's on Hulu. Yeah, it is on Hulu. It's on Hulu. The website, the TV channel is FX. So whatever you can get it on FX. That's what it's on.
Oh,
But
wow.
I think it's on Hulu.
Damn, fam. I just finished Wu Tang. Did you see Wu Tang?
Shit, I got like 1 or 2 more episodes. I got backed up. I got like 2 episodes to watch. Yeah, I'm catching
Oh,
up.
bro. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm from Chicago. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta be honest to my fans too. Me growing up from Chicago, Wu-Tang wasn't really that big. I'm gonna be real.
100%. 100%.
So when I moved to Vegas, most of my friends here in Vegas listen to Wu-Tang. I was kind of like, huh, y'all are like real far from the East Coast, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
And
facts.
so they told me watch the show. I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna give it a chance. When I saw the trailer, I was like, it's all right. But I watched it and it made me appreciate Wu-Tang, brother, for real.
100%.
Because it shows how like two different um areas, right? Neighborhoods that don't get along with each other, like Ghostface Killer and what was the other guy that he used to have beef with? I forgot his name.
With the RZA in them?
Yeah.
Yeah, RZA.
And so they came together. You feel what I'm saying? And they
Mm-hmm.
formed this bond. I like the metaphors they use, like Shaolin, you know, like movies and stuff, into this Wu-Tang, like this big group. And I love it. I love that they're like they have each other's back. You feel me? It's sad
Yep.
that in reality, you look in the documentaries, money was a big problem for all of the group. Like that RZA, who was like the, you could say, the founder of Wu-Tang, who brought everybody together, producer, how he made most of the money from the group, right? And they all signed a contract. I feel like RZA did everything by the book. Like he was smart. He's like, look, in case somebody wants to leave, we have a contract. So he had a contract, right? Got everybody to sign 5 years of their life, right? And he knew what music, when he was producing, what fit who. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't understand, this is where the big debate comes. A lot of the members of Wu-Tang felt like they weren't getting really the piece of the money. But they have to understand, when it comes down to like the leader always gets more of the commission or the money than the
Facts.
groups, right? It kind of works with any gang or any company. The
Right.
highest CEO, whoever, is gonna get most of the money. I'm sorry to break it down. Like it's
Right. Right.
and I think that's what made a little confusion for the whole team. But other than that, I think the philosophy is just wild. I really like, what they stand for, and the lyrics, the music. I now appreciate Wu-Tang. Like now when I'm having a tough day, I put that song METHOD, man.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And you know what's crazy? I'm about to share a theory. It's not a theory because it's reality now. So you remember when they did that song, Cream?
Yeah.
So you know how they're all kind of trying to compete in the rap?
Mm-hmm.
So look at my theory. Check this out. I feel like they were the first rappers in history to come up with, before it was called the cipher. You know how in the cipher they have like five different rappers. They're not in the same group now today, this century. They're rapping on the beat, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to hear who has the better beat, like a better lyric,
Right.
and they call it the cipher. I feel like Wu Tang was the one that opened that door.
Yeah. That's
That
fair to say.
right? That's what I think, man. I don't know if I was right.
That's fair to say.
But yeah, fan, that's my theory, man. What about you, man? What's your thoughts about Wu Tang when you first, watched it?
It's dope. It's very informative. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not big on Wu Tang. I'm not a big Wu Tang fan. Like I listen to the music here and there, but I'm not a big fanatic. But watching the show, it gave me like a big, like behind the scenes view of the music I was hearing. So that was pretty dope to watch. Like when they tell the timeline and they tell certain events that happened, you can actually go on YouTube and like really see the shit that they was talking about. Like when they had that show and ODB went on stage and he showed the gun type of shit before they show, like before they perform, you can go YouTube and watch the actual video of him doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually like watch the TV show and go on YouTube and watch some of the events. So you can actually like see the ins and outs of songs, how they broke and shit like that, and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, let's see the ins and outs of it. Because me, like I said, I'm a student of shit. So I like to see how shit, like, I like to help artists blow up. So I like to see the ins and outs of how shit blew up. I like to, I like to read the analytics and study this shit. So watching that is helping me understand, how to push a record or how to push an artist. So I like watching it because it helps me be a manager or it helps me be a producer. It helps me to be a RZA to, help some shit go to the next level, and it helps and see how to make some shit get some notoriety. Like we're in a different time now, but the hustle never changed. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can still watch it and learn how to move a certain shit. So I just watch it as a student because I'm gonna be honest, I can only name probably like 3 to 5 Wu-Tang songs. So it's not like I'm not the biggest fanatic like that, but I respect the art. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you, fam. That's true. That's true. Now I got a little got a little trivia question for my boy right here. It's $1 million question. Everybody trying to know. We're trying to figure out. Trying to figure out.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So, well, it's not $1 million question, but it's what everybody's talking about. What do you think about the Travis Scott situation with the whole concert that it went crazy? I'm gonna be honest. Some people died. I think it was only 3 or 2, but I don't know. There's a lot of people got injured. What do you feel? Do you feel like people are right to blame Travis Scott for all this that's going on?
I feel like they're being pretty tough on him because there's only so much you can do as an artist on stage when something like that's going on, and it's like I've seen footage where when it was popping off, he would actually stop the show a couple of times to acknowledge what was going on. So it's like, how much can he do? What do you want? What do you expect from him? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so if he acknowledges that something's going on, he stopped the show to try to help somebody. Then I was also reading somewhere where it said that they wanted to keep the show going or something like that. So it's like, what is he to do? Yeah, I don't know. So it's like he walks a tight line, but I feel like he did as much as he can, to aid a bad situation. But then, what grabs my attention is like when I read the article and they're saying there was kids there that was like 7 years old, 3 years old, and shit like that. It's like, how are kids at that age at a show like that at that hour? Like that's what confuses me. So it's like at some point you had to take responsibility as an adult. You know what I'm saying? At a situation like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you gonna be a grown person. You know what I'm saying? You see stuff going off, me paying attention to my life and my safety, I'm gonna leave. I'm not just about to sit there in the middle of something. So at some point, you got to take accountability in a certain situation. But him being an artist performing at that point, I just feel like they're they're asking too much from him in a liability standpoint. At that, I feel like the liability needs to be on the venue, and the venue is the one that provides security and shit like that. So I just feel like the light is in the wrong place. With you being a superstar and you have a name like that, of course, they're going to rain down on you for whatever the case may be. But I just think the attention really needs to be at like more so of security or the venue which is with pretty much what hosted the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like honestly, well, here's my thing. When you host an event, right? Whatever happens, the coordinator who's in charge, like you said, the venue is the one who's making sure the lighting's good, the people are there, the security are doing their job. I feel like in that situation, if it was, it was getting out of hand, right? People were getting hurt or stomped over. The coordinator who saw the big picture, right? Because he was the one who could pay attention what's going on because he had his old team orchestra, right?
I mean, the coordinator's on the floor. They're on the floor next to the niggas dying.
Well,
So it's go ahead.
no, but what I was saying is like call for either to shut it down or to bring the police, whatever, like if they had to bring ambulance, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right, right.
get it situated because now that the venue, because it's almost like the venue, because I hear too many stuff that people are trying to sue Travis Scott, but like I do think too that the venue, like you were saying, should be accountable because it's their duty to make sure that everyone safely, that it runs smoothly. Like this is their production in a way. Travis Scott is just an image. It's kind of like you have president, whoever's the president is the front line, but there's people behind him who make the decisions, not him. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like they have to not blame, Travis for everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
The venue through the events. Travis Scott showed up. So with the venue throwing an event, they provide security. The security is they're in the crowd and they're patrolling the situation of what's going on. They have people that's in the crowd, crowd control. There's a lot of employees that they employ to monitor the guests in their venue. So once they're there and they're reporting to the associates at the venue of what's going on, they have the call right then and there. Hey, the show stops or it needs to go on. I done seen situations where you see YG about to perform somewhere, right? And have you ever went to a YG show or a rapper show or some shit like that, and it gets canceled because the police canceled it because they said they feel like it's too violent. They
yeah,
think something's going to pop off, so there's no show because they say, hey, no, he's performing. We feel like it's going to be gang violence, so they'll shut it off because what, for people's safety, correct?
yeah,
So now when you're in the midst of a Travis Scott show, when the venue has security and people out there patrolling, seeing what's going on, they see kids out here that's 7 years old. They see 7-year-old, 3-year-old kids out here in this crowd right now. Before people are dying, they see that. They see illegal shit going on before people are dying. Their venue is aware of that before it gets tragic. Now it's starting to get tragic. People are passing out. People are dying. The venue has people in the crowd control, security that they employ that is seeing this. This is reported back to them. At no point was the show stopped. Travis Scott is on the stage doing what he got paid to do, performing. Earpiece is in his ear, so he can hear himself, so he can hear the music. So at what point can he hear a commotion of what's going on in the crowd? That's what I'm saying, that's a lot to ask for somebody, that's performing a show, adrenaline, noise. That's hard to depict with. I don't know how many people was in the crowd, but I'm sure it was probably thousands in the crowd. So out of 1,000 people in the crowd, for him to depict, a certain situation is a lot to ask for when a venue has somebody who's firsthand in there who can make that call. You know, so I mean, let's be fair here. If he had the knowledge to understand that there's X amount of people in the crowd passing out and dying, I know for a fact he would have stopped performing them songs and got off stage or possibly been in the crowd to help. I know there's been instances where he's been out there doing charity work or even had situations similar where he would help somebody. I don't see him still knowingly seeing somebody dying and performing songs. I don't want to put that smut on somebody's name.
yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. I think that Travis Scott. I'm agree with you. I think he has a good heart, and I feel like he's. I know he's probably feel cornered. You know what I'm saying? Because all the media is
Right.
attacking him, and they're not showing what really went down. Sometimes the media likes to show like one angle.
One side of it, yeah.
You know what I'm
One
saying?
side. And then like when you look at shit like this unfold, now first you want to sue him for this, you want to sue him for that. And now I saw like there was a lawsuit for like it was like for 70 something $1 million, 70 million or almost $100 million or something like that for Astroworld, basically saying that it was a failure from the beginning. So now it's like now they're trying to sue him for that situation and everything before that, for everything in total. It's like, wait, what did that have to do with this? That has no connection. So now he's just being sued for anything in general. So it's like, okay, what is the point here? Because now it seems like stuff is being thrown in there that had nothing to do with the situation to start with. So that's what throws a question mark into the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It, it's
Oh,
like if we're talking about oranges, why are we throwing apples and bananas into the situation? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's good, fam. I appreciate your honest opinion, man. It's good stuff, man. I that's why I needed to, pick at your brain a little bit. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying?
There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah.
Oh man, no, that's what's up, fam. Now, one last question I want to ask you is, what advice can you give young people that are their first time, getting into film? What would you tell yourself if it helps on what you could like any tips or advice?
Um, I can honestly say the biggest tip I can give young people get involved with filmmaking is do not forget to have fun with it. I don't care if it's doing skits, I don't care if it's TikTok, I don't care if it's filmmaking, whatever it is. Don't even worry about the making money part. Don't worry about the followers. Don't worry about how it looks. Don't worry about what the next person may think, who will fuck with it, who won't fuck with it. Don't even be posting, hey man, if I do this, will you watch it? Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about none of that shit. Just have fun with whatever you're doing, because if you having love for what you're doing and you genuinely having fun with what you're doing, the same type of people is going to gravitate towards what you want to do. And little do you know, there's thousands and millions of people that have that shares the same common interests as you have. So just always being genuine and being yourself with whatever you have, because if you're putting up a front or you're trying to force something and doing something that's not like you, let's say that shit started catching traction, you're going somewhere with it, it's going to be harder for you to keep up with that and keep coming with that material because it ain't real. So my advice is just have fun. Just have fun with whatever you're doing, because it's going to help you be creative. It's going to help you, network with the people that you want to work with. You know what I'm saying? So just whatever you're doing, just have fun with you doing, and you're gonna learn so much. You're gonna learn a lot more. It's gonna take you farther than what you think you can take it to. But just have fun with it. That's all I can say. Just have fun with what you're doing, and you're gonna stick with it a lot longer than what you think, because once it starts to feel like a job and it feels like an obligation, who would the fuck want to do their job? I want to quit my job every day. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So have fun with whatever you want to spend your life doing, because you get one life. You don't want to live it with regrets. So if it's something you want to spend your life doing, shouldn't it be something you enjoy, have fun doing?
It's true. It's
There
true.
there you go. But yeah, just have fun with it, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Well, guys, there you have it. This is the Outlet to Reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago every Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching. Y'all know where to find me. I'm on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, the Outlet to Reality. My TikTok is at Yaakov28, and my Snapchat is Take One Pass It. And fam, where can my fans find you, Dom?
You can find me on Instagram, D0MINOE, Twitter, D0MINOE. Catch me on Snapchat, Domino Dollars. Google me, Domino Dollars, D0MINOE. Same thing on YouTube. Everything D0MINOE is Domino, baby.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, fam.